ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन् इति नामिनि। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणि निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणि। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण। Hare Krishna. My humble obeisances to all the devotees who are present here. Welcome to the first session in this Saranagati retreat. Yesterday we had the inaugural session. Today we are beginning our topics. I seek the blessings of His Holiness Sacinandana Swami Maharaj, Amoglila Prabhu, Haribhashat Prabhu, and many Prabhupada disciples here, and many other senior Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, so that I present something which is uplifting to our consciousness based on the teachings of Srila Prabhupada and the Gaudiya Vaishnava Acharyas. So we are discussing from Brihat Bhagavatamrita, which is written by Sanatana Goswami. Rupa Goswami has given us Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Upadeshamrit, and many such wonderful Vaishnava literatures. And Sanatana Goswami has gifted us with this another divine literature, Brihat Bhagavatamrita. The context of this text and the background, the history of Brihat Bhagavatamrita is very interesting. We all know that Sukadeva Goswami heard, Parikshit Maharaj heard from Sukadeva Goswami Srimad Bhagavatam for 7 days continuously. And after narrating this entire Srimad Bhagavatam, Sukadeva Goswami left. There was little time left before the departure of Parikshit Maharaj. So in that little time, Parikshit Maharaj spoke this Brihat Bhagavatamrita to his own mother, Uttara. We're going to see that. And all this is put into writing by Srila Sanatana Goswami. And Brihat Bhagavatamrita has two parts. In one part, Sanatana Goswami describes Narada Muni's quest for the most beloved devotee of Krishna. In the second part, Sanatana Goswami describes Gopakumar's journey through different planetary systems and ultimately to the ultimate abode of Krishna, that is Goloka Vrindavan. While the first part establishes who is the best and most beloved devotee of Krishna, the second part establishes what is the best abode and the topmost abode of Krishna. Best devotee, best abode. Through the journeys of two great devotees, Narada Muni and Gopakumar. So, in this Saranagati retreat, we'll focus on Narada Muni's journey, Narada Muni's quest for Krishna's dearest devotee. Interestingly, there are so many devotees that he meets, but every devotee is very humble, saying that I am not the best devotee of Krishna, someone else is the best devotee. So he has written a beautiful Mangalacharan. Today we'll spend at least maybe half an hour's time to recite some shlokas from the Mangalacharan before we begin the main subject matter. The first shloka. Is the slide ready? Gauranga bro, you're able to? Anyways, he'll be displaying the shlokas on the screen. Till then, I will try to recite maybe small phrases you can repeat till you are able to see the shloka. Let me recite the full shloka once. Jayati nijapadabja premadanavatirno विविध मधुरिमाब्धिः कोऽपि कैशोरगन्धिः गतपरमदशान्तं यस्य चैतन्यरूपात् अनुभवपदमाप्तं प्रेम गोपीषु नित्यम्. You can recite. Jayati nijapadaabja. Oh, full shloka is there. Jayati nijapadabja premadanavatirno विविध मधुरिमाब्धिः कोऽपि कैशोरगन्धिः. Is it getting difficult? Shall I recite half line at a time? Oh, sorry. It disappeared. Okay. Okay. Jayati nijapadabja premadanavatirno विविध मधुरिमाब्धि कोऽपि कैशोरगन्धि गतपरमदशान्तं यस्य चैतन्यरूपात् अनुभवपदमाप्तं प्रेम गोपीषु नित्यम्. जयति निजपदाब्जा प्रेमदानावतीर्णम्. Sanatana Goswami is offering obeisances to Lord Sri Krishna, who appeared on this planet for the purpose of doing premadan. Premadan means offering the charity of love of God. Premadana avatirno. He appeared on this planet. In which form? In the form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And vividha madhurimabdhi kopi kaishora gandhihi. And Krishna is filled with vividha madhurimabdhi. He is like an ocean of so many flavors of sweetness. And kaishora gandhihi. He is always youthful. As Prabhuji yesterday explained, in Goloka Vrindavan, he is always sweet 16. But in this material world, he grows up to sweet 16, and while growing, he manifests so many pastimes. But he is eternally a Kaishora Murti. Kopi Kaishora Gandhihi Pat Gataparamadasantam Yasya Chaitanya Rupad. And that Supreme Lord Krishna, who is always an eternal youth, he appeared on this planet as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Krishna appeared as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Anubhava Padamaptam Prema Gopishu Nityam. And he is personally experiencing the mood of the gopis of Vrindavan, the bhava of gopis, especially Srimati Radharani, right? In his form as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has realized the extreme transcendental experience, the love that eternally resides in the hearts of the gopis. So Sanatana Goswami first offers obeisances to Krishna, who appeared in the form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as a part of his Mangalacharan. Then in the second shloka, Sanatana Goswami describes the super excellence of the gopis of Vrindavan. Krishna appeared as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and manifested the mood of the gopis. Means the gopis must be really exalted devotees, most exalted devotees. And their exalted nature is given in the second shloka. Then in the third shloka, Sanatana Goswami seeks Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy. We are not reciting every single shloka because of lack of time. Then Sanatana Goswami also describes the glories of Mathura Devi, the Mathura Dham in the next shloka. Then in the fifth shloka, he describes the glories of Vrindavan. Because we are in Vrindavan, let's recite this shloka. Fifth shloka. Jayati Jayati Vrindaranyame Murare प्रियतममति साधु स्वांत वैकुंठवासाद रमयति ससदागः पालयन् यत्र गोपीः स्वरितमधुरवेणोर्वर्धयन् प्रेमराशे जयति जयति वृन्दारण्यमेतन्मुरारेः. All glories to Vrindaranyam. What is the speciality of Vrindavan Dham? Krishna resides there eternally. He doesn't even wear shoes also. The gopis of Vrindavan say in the Venu Gita. They say, Vrindavanam sakhi bhuvo vitanoti kirtim yaddevaki sutapadam bhujalabdha lakshmi. Vrindavan Dham is so fortunate that Vrindavan Dham is expanding the glory of this entire earth planet, because Vrindavan Dham is imprinted with the footprints of Krishna. Krishna doesn't even wear shoes in Vrindavan, and Mother Earth is getting the divine footprints of Krishna in Vrindavan Dham. And that's how Vrindavan is expanding the glories of the entire earthly planet. Here Sanatana Goswami is glorifying Jayati Jayati Vrindaranyametan Murarehe Priyatamam Ati Sadhu. This divine abode of Vrindavan is Priyatamam. There is Priya, Priyatara and Priyatama. Dear, dearer and dearest. Vrindavan Dham is the dearest abode of Krishna. And Swanta Vaikunthavasat. In fact, Krishna prefers to reside more in Vrindavan than in Vaikuntha. He likes Vrindavan more than Vaikuntha. Because Vrindavan is characterized by simplicity, sweetness. But Vaikuntha is characterized by majesty, grandeur and opulence. So Krishna is holding Vrindavan most dear to his heart. Ramayati sasadagaha palayan yatra gopihi. Ramayati, Krishna is experiencing great bliss in the association of all the gopas and gopis along with the cows in Vrindavan. Swarita madhura vedor vardhayan prema rashe. And is also playing his divine flute in Vrindavan Dham, especially as he's entering the forests along with the cows and the calves. Krishna is playing his flute, expertly blending his flute song into the natural sounds of Vrindavan, like the waterfalls, chirping of different birds. Barhapidam natavaravapuh karnayor karnikaram bibhradvasah kanaka kapisham vaijayantim chamalam randharan venoradhara sudhaya purayan gopa vrindair vrindaranyam swapadaravanam pravishad gita kirti. Means Krishna is filling the holes of his flute with the nectar of his lips, and generating mesmerizing ragas that mesmerize even the masters of musical science, including Shiva or Brahma or Vishnu or many other personalities. And he's perfectly blending his flute song into the natural sounds of Vrindavan and enchanting the hearts of all the gopis. That's the glory of abode of Vrindavan. Outside Vrindavan, Krishna doesn't wear a flute. He doesn't wear peacock feather. He's not so simple like this. He's majestic. He's grandeur. He's grand. And people approach Krishna with reverence outside Vrindavan. But in Vrindavan, people approach Krishna with love, with affection, seeing him as a friend, a son, a lover. Next, in the 6th shloka, Sanatana Goswami offers obeisances to Sri Yamuna Devi, which we are seeing behind us. Then in the 7th shloka, Sanatana Goswami offers obeisances to Giriraj Govardhan. Because we are at the foothills of Govardhan, let's recite this shloka. Govardhano jayati shailakuladhirajo ya gopika bhirdito haridasa varyah Krishnena shakramakhabhanga kritarchito yah saptahamasya karpadmatalepyasvasit. Beautiful shloka, a prayer to Giriraj Govardhan. Govardhano jayati shailakuladhirajo. Giriraj Govardhan is the Raja, is the king of all the mountains. Govardhano jayati, all glories to Giriraj Govardhan, who is the king of all mountains. Ya gopika bhirudito haridasavaryaha. The gopis of Vrindavan themselves said that this Giriraj Govardhan is Haridasavarya, the best of all servants of Lord Sri Hari. Srimad Bhagavatam describes 3 devotees as Haridas. One is Yudhishthir Maharaj. Second is Uddhava. Third is Giriraj Govardhan. And of these 3, Giriraj Govardhan is the best because he facilitates all the pastimes of Krishna in all the rasas. And gopis are themselves saying, and specifically which is that gopi? Who is that gopi who is saying this? Srimati Radharani. Ya gopika bhirudito haridasavaryaha. Srimati Radharani said, Hantaya madrirabala haridasavaryo yadrama Krishna charanasparaja pramodaha Manam tanoti sahago ganayostayoryat pani yasuya vasakandara kandamulai Hantaya madri rabala haridasavaryo. My dear friends, this mountain is Haridasavarya, best of all the servants of Lord Hari. This Adri means mountain, Govardhanadri. And this Giriraj Govardhan, by the touch of the divine lotus feet of Krishna and Balaram, becomes ecstatic. Yadrama Krishna charanas parasha pramodaha experiences great bliss just by the touch of the lotus feet of Krishna and Balaram. Manam tanoti sahago gadayostayoryat. This Giriraj Govardhan not only gives great respect to Krishna and Balaram, but also gives great respect to Krishna's cows, Krishna's cowhead friends, and all the gopis and entire cowhead community. Manam tanoti sahago ganayostayoryat pani yasuya vasakandara kandamulai. Pani. Govardhan offers paniya, water. There are so many beautiful water bodies around Govardhan. And also, there are so many trees that provide fruits. And the fruit juices also are in the category of paniya, water. Suyavasa, soft grasses for the cows of Vrindavan. You know why Govardhan is called Govardhan? Because Go means cows, Vardhan means that which nourishes. Right? Govardhan causes the nourishment and development and joy of cows. Therefore, Govardhan is Govardhan. So, these are the services done by Giriraj Govardhan. Suyavasa Kandara. Also, Govardhan has so many caves that gives warmth to Krishna and the cowhead boys when it is cold outside. That gives a cooling effect to Krishna and the cowhead boys when it is warm outside, hot outside. Guha, Kandara, Kandamulaihi, all kinds of fruits and herbs. They are also offered by Giriraj Govardhan. So, Ya Gopika Abhirudito Haridasavarya. The gopis are praising Giriraj Govardhan as Haridasavarya. Krishnena Shakramakhabhanga Kritarchito Yaha. Lord Krishna wanted to destroy the pride of Shakra. Who is that? Indra. He wanted to destroy the pride of Indra. Therefore, he cancelled Indra Puja and inaugurated Govardhan Puja. All the paraphernalia for Indra Puja was already arranged, but Krishna said, no. Use the same paraphernalia to worship Giriraj Govardhan. Actually, the Vrajavasis agreed to worship Giriraj Govardhan. Nanda Maharaj said, yes, we'll worship. But let's finish this Indra Puja, then we'll start Govardhan Puja. Then Krishna said, no. Whatever paraphernalia you have collected for Indra Puja, use the same for Govardhan Puja. I am not adding one more festival in your calendar. I am cancelling this festival permanently. Indra Puja is permanently cancelled, not just for that 1 year, for all years to come. So, Krishnena Shakra Makhabhanga Kritarchito Yaha. So, Krishna organized the worship of Giriraj Govardhan. Why? Because Krishna loves his devotees. Krishna wants all of us to worship his devotees. Because Indra is proud, although Indra is a devotee, he is proud, so Krishna cancelled his worship. And Giriraj Govardhan is also a devotee, but Govardhan is humble. Krishna wanted to highlight him more. Bhaktanam Manavardhanam. Krishna is called someone who increases the man or the respect or the honor of his devotees. Bhaktanam Manavardhanam. So Krishna wanted to increase the honor of Giriraj Govardhan. He wants to give the credit of protecting the entire cowhead community to Giriraj Govardhan. Krishna could have protected the Vrajavasis in any way. When Indra created that rainfall, devastating rainfall, Krishna could have protected the Vrajavasis in any way. But he chose to protect Vrajavasis only by lifting Govardhan. Nijapati bhujadanda Chhatrabhavam prapadya Pratihata madadhrishto danda devendra garva. Krishna has made his hand as a handle. Nijapati bhuja danda. So bhuja became danda. Chhatrabhavam prapadya. This Giriraj Govardhan became an umbrella. Krishna became a handle for that umbrella. Pratihata madadhrishto danda devendra garva atula pruthula shaila shreni bhupa priyammi nija nikata nivasam dehi govardhanatvam atula pruthula shaila. There is no comparison to this great Giriraj Govardhan. So Krishna increased the honor of Giriraj Govardhan. And Saptahamasya Karapadma Talepya Vasit. Saptaham, for 1 full week, 7 days, Krishna held Giriraj Govardhan on his hand. So let us offer obeisances to Giriraj Govardhan, as Sanatana Goswami is offering obeisances. In the next shloka, in the 8th shloka, Sanatana Goswami offers obeisances to Prema Bhakti, the whole process, the goddess of Bhakti. Then in the 9th shloka, he offers obeisances to the name of Krishna, holy name of Krishna. Very beautiful shloka. Because Maharaj is here, let us recite this shloka also. Jayati Jayati Nama Nandarupam Murare. I'll recite half shloka at a time. Jayati Jayati Nama आनन्दरूपं मुरारे विरमित निज धर्म ध्यानपूजादि यत्नं कथमपि सकृदात्तं मुक्तिदं प्राणिनां यत् परममृतमेकं जीवनं भूषणं मे जयति जयति नामानन्दरूपं मुरारे. So all glories to Nam, the holy name of Krishna, which is a form of pure bliss. So he is offering obeisances to the holy name of Krishna. That gives us Krishna Prema. Earlier he offered obeisances to Krishna Prema. Now he is offering obeisances to Krishna Nam. That causes that Krishna Prema. That leads to that Krishna Prema. Jayati Jayati Namananda Rupam Murare Viramita Nija Dharma Dhyana Pujadi Yatnam. Viramita Nija Dharma. You don't have to recite every line. When we recite full shloka, you recite. So Viramita Nija Dharma means one has to give up not give up. One should prioritize chanting the holy names of Krishna, and you can even keep aside your Nija Dharma, Swadharma, Varna Dharma, Ashram Dharma, this Dharma, that Dharma. Because the developing or loving Krishna and serving Krishna is the supreme dharma of all living entities. And the process of chanting the holy names of Krishna will reinstate in that position of being an eternal servant of Krishna. Right? Therefore, this dharma of chanting the holy names of Krishna is the supreme dharma of all living entities. That's why Sanatana Goswami also says elsewhere, Atayeva nama matra vaishnavera dharma name prasphutita haya rupa guna karma. Atayeva nama matra vaishnavera dharma. Chanting the holy names of Krishna is the only dharma of all Vaishnavas. Atayeva nama matra vaishnavera dharma. Why is he saying that? Name prasphutita haya rupa guna karma. By chanting the name of the Lord, prasphutita haya. Rupa means Krishna's form. Guna means Krishna's qualities. Karma means Krishna's activities. So Krishna's forms and activities and qualities will be manifest to us when we chant the names of Krishna. Name will give entrance. Nama will give entrance into Rupa, Guna, Karma. Rupa, Guna, Leela. That's the potency of holy name. He's offering obeisances to the holy names of Krishna. There is a beautiful shloka. Radheti nama navasundara sidhu mugdham Krishneti nama madhuradbhuta gadha dugdham Sarvakshanam surabhiraga himena ramyam Kritvata daiva pibame rasanekshu darte Radheti nama navasundara sidhu mugdham. The name of Srimati Radharani, which we chant every day, which is Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. In this mantra, that Hare refers to Srimati Radharani, and Radheti Nama Navasundara Sidhu Muktam. And the name of Srimati Radharani is like Navasundara, very fresh nectar. So Radharani's name is fresh nectar. What about Krishna's name? Krishneti nama madhura adbhuta gadha dugdham. Krishna's name is like madhura adbhuta gadha dugdham. Dugdham means milk. Gadha dugdham means condensed milk. Madhura adbhuta gadha dugdham means wonderful, sweet, condensed milk. That is Krishna's name. Krishna's name is condensed milk. Excellent condensed milk, and Radharani's name is fresh nectar. And the combination is a special kheer, which is Hare Krishna Mahamantra. But the shloka doesn't stop there. Although this is nectar, it's a special kheer of combination of fresh nectar and condensed milk. One who is drinking that kheer should have some digestive capacity. Right? Although kheer is great, Unless we have that digestive power, if we drink that kheer, we'll only have indigestion. And what is the digestive power? There is eagerness. Sarvakshanam surabhiragahimena ramyam means we should always be enthusiastic to chant the names of the Lord. Raga, we should have love, affection to the process of chanting Krishna's names of the Lord, Krishna's names. So when there is some affection and enthusiasm and love and attachment from our side in chanting the names of the Lord, then we'll be able to taste it. And our enthusiasm is considered hima. Hima means ice. So kheer, Prabhupada says oftentimes, kheer must be taken little cold, not hot. So to this beautiful kheer of the combination of names of Radha Krishna, if we add some ice of our enthusiasm, then kritvata daiva pibame rasanekshu darte, our thirst will be vanquished. Right? The real thirst of a living entity is thirst for Krishna's prema. And that prema comes through Krishna's nama. So this is a very short version of Mangalacharan. Otherwise, just reciting these 10 Mangalacharan shlokas and discussing them elaborately will take the entire Saranagati retreat. But I'll just move to the main subject matter. So first 10 shlokas are Mangalacharan. From 11th shloka, he begins. First he gives a background of this Brihat Bhagavatamrita. Now this Brihat Bhagavatamrita is spoken by Jaimini Rishi to Janamejaya. Who is Janamejaya? The son of Parikshit Maharaj. So Parikshit Maharaj's son Janamejaya, he heard Mahabharat from Vaisampayana Rishi. Vaisampayana Rishi spoke Mahabharat to Janamejaya Maharaj. But that Mahabharat has certain flavor. It's more formal, or it focuses more on this politics and the conflicts amongst the princes of Kuru dynasty and many other things, dharma, artha, kama, moksha, etc., etc. But Jaimini Rishi also spoke another version of Mahabharat to Janamejaya. But this Jaimini Rishi's Mahabharat version is more devotional, more relishable. It has bhakti flavor more. When there is bhakti flavor, we'll relish it better. When there is like dharma, artha, kama, moksha flavor, our relish will go down. So, Jaimini Rishi's version of Mahabharata is more relishable to Janamejaya. Now, Vaisampayana Rishi's Mahabharata has a supplement called Sri Harivamsha. Similarly, Jaimini Rishi's Mahabharata also has a supplement called Sri Brihat Bhagavatamrita. By the power of Srila Sukadeva Goswami, with the blessings of Srila Sukadeva Goswami, Jaimini Rishi got an opportunity to hear this Brihat Bhagavatamrita from Parikshit Maharaj. From the conversation between Parikshit Maharaj and Uttara, he heard directly. Like as I said some time back, after Parikshit Maharaj heard entire Srimad Bhagavatam for 7 days from Sukadeva Goswami. Sukadeva Goswami left and Parikshit Maharaj had some little time before his departure, final departure. Then Mother Uttara came there. She came with great enthusiasm. Although the palace of her palace is quite far from where Parikshit Maharaj is sitting and hearing Bhagavatam, still she came all the way to that spot with an eagerness to see her son. Just imagine. Here is a mother who prayed to Krishna for the protection of her son. You remember when Krishna was departing from Hastinapur, going to Dwaraka? Then Uttara came running to Krishna. She said, Pahi pahi mahayogin deva deva jagatpate nanyam tadabhayam pashyet yatra mrityuh parasparam pahi pahi mahayogin. Oh great mystic Krishna, please protect me, please protect me. Deva deva jagatpate, you are the God of all gods. You are Jagatpati. You are the master of the entire universe. Na anyam tadabhayam pashyet, I can't see anyone else other than you who can give me some fearlessness at this moment. Fine. What's causing you fear? If someone asks, she says, one fiery arrow is coming towards me. I don't know the source. Let that fiery arrow kill me, but not my son, not my child within the womb. This is motherly affection. This mother, Uttara, wants to sacrifice her life, but not the life of her son. Let my child survive, let me die, no problem. At that moment, she lost her husband also. Was just after Kurukshetra battle, where Abhimanyu died. And Abhimanyu's wife, Uttara, she was pregnant at that time, and there is an attack uh, on her child also. Ashwatthama released the Brahmastra to kill the last descendant of the Pandavas, who is still within the womb of Mother Uttara. So, with great fear, with great anxiety, Mother Uttara came running to Krishna. Pahi pahi mahayogin deva deva jagatpati. Nanyam tadabhayam pashyet yatra mrityuh parasparam. So she prayed for the survival of Parikshit, and Krishna actually entered into her womb and protected Parikshit Maharaj. And now that mother is feeling that my son is about to die. Generally, mothers are older, they die before the son dies, generally speaking, in this world. But she has seen the birth of her child. She prayed for the birth and survival of her child, and now her son is dying before her. So she came out of great affection for her son. However, Acharyas say that her enthusiasm was more to hear Krishna Katha from her son than even to see her son. Nothing to minimize her motherly affection. Undoubtedly, she is a great mother of great son, Parikshit Maharaj. But her eagerness was definitely to see her son, no doubt. But her eagerness was to hear a summary of Srimad Bhagavatam that her son heard. My dear son, you could hear 7 days of Bhagavat Katha from Sukadeva Goswami. Now you don't have so much time to repeat all that you have heard in the 7 days. At least give me the gist of it. At least give me a summary of it. At least present the essence of it. Just like the Devatas and Asuras churned the milk ocean to produce nectar, similarly, you should churn the ocean of Srimad Bhagavatam and bring out the Amrit from that Bhagavatam. And that is Bhagavatamrita. That's what we are going to discuss. So you should churn the nectar from Bhagavatam. Already Bhagavatam itself is the essence of all scriptures. Nigama kalpatar orgalitam phalam shukamukhad amritadrava samyutam pibata bhagavatam rasamalayam muhura horasika bhuvi bhavuka. So Bhagavatam itself is the ripened fruit of the desire tree of all Vedic literatures. Bhagavatam itself is the Sara. Sarva Vedanta Saram hi Sri Bhagavatam ishyati. Sarva Vedanta Saram hi Srimad Bhagavatam is already the Sara, the essence of all the scriptures. But Parikshit Maharaj had to really present the essence of this essence. So there is something like essence of essence, the most condensed nectar. Just like, you know this, Sarvo Parishadho Gavo Dogdha Gopalanandana Partho Vatsaha Sudhir Bhokta Dugdham Gitamritam Mahat. Means all the Upanishads are compared to a cow, and Bhagavad Gita is like milk of that cow. So Bhagavad Gita itself is the essence of all Upanishads. And the essence of Bhagavad Gita is the middle 6 chapters that describe the Bhakti Yoga section. And the essence of the middle 6 chapters is the middle 2 chapters, 9th and 10th chapters, where Krishna reveals his heart. And the essence of the middle 2 chapters is Manmana bhava madbhakto madhya jimam namaskuru. And the essence of that shloka is Krishna consciousness. Manmana, always think of me, always remember me. So we have seen Bhagavad Gita is the essence of all Upanishads. Essence of Gita is middle 6 chapters. That is essence of all Upanishads. Then essence of the essence of the essence is the middle 2 chapters. The essence of the essence of the essence of the essence is Manmana Bhavad Bhakto. Essence power 4. Similarly, Bhagavatam itself is the essence of all the Vedic literatures. And the essence of Bhagavatam, or the nectar that's churned out of this ocean of Bhagavatam, is Brihat Bhagavatamrita. That highlights only bhakti. Bhagavatam also has some discussions about karma, jnana, yoga, not as recommendations, but only to provide contrast between bhakti and other things. It's like when you purchase a gadget, you compare specifications, right? This RAM, ROM, memory, camera, megapixel, and all that. Similarly, Bhagavatam also describes Ashtanga Yoga and Jnana path here and there, Varnashram, this and that. But all that is only to highlight bhakti, to provide contrast between bhakti and other paths. Right? But in the Brihat Bhagavatamrita, the focus on bhakti is even more dense. Essence of Bhagavatam. Now, Sukadeva Goswami has given the summary of all scriptures to his student, to his disciple, Parikshit Maharaj. Now, Parikshit Maharaj has to give the essence of that essence in very short time to his mother, Uttara. In the universal spiritual history, we have seen all kinds of teachers and all kinds of students. And here is a combination of a student and teacher, where the teacher is the son and student is the mother. In Bhagavatam also we have one student who is a mother, Devahuti Mata, who is learning from her teacher, Kapiladev, her own son. So Parikshit Maharaj is supposed to give the essence of all scriptures, and whatever he spoke to her, whatever Parikshit Maharaj spoke to Mother Uttara, that is repeated by Jaimini Rishi to Janamejaya. Because by Sukadeva Goswami's blessings, Jaimini Rishi happens to hear this conversation between Parikshit Maharaj and Uttara, and he is repeating that. So Bhagavatam or even Brihat Bhagavatamrita, that's like loops of conversations. So I hope you understood the context of Brihat Bhagavatamrita before we enter deep into the main subject matter. In this context, let's try to recite one shloka, 15th shloka. Sukadevopadeshena nihatasesha sadhasam samyak prapta samastartham Sri Krishna prema samplutam. By hearing the instructions of Sukadeva Goswami, Parikshit Maharaj was relieved from all kinds of fears. Of course, he never had a fear, but whatever traces of fear are there, that's removed, and all his ambitions are satisfied, and he was immersed in Sri Krishna Prema. So just imagine that moment, try to transfer yourself to that scene where Parikshit Maharaj just heard all the 12 cantos of Bhagavatam, entire Srimad Bhagavatam, and he is now very calm, composed, absorbed in thoughts of Krishna, absorbed in meditation, about to keep silence. And he was about to die within few moments. And suddenly Mother Uttara comes and says, "Can you please give me a summary of whatever you have heard?" I have to give a class now. It's not time to give a discourse. No, you should give. I'm about to die. Give one class and then die. Sometimes some expectations are like this. A devotee is expected to give a discourse before death also. And in fact, that's not an austerity for a devotee. Giving a discourse basically means an opportunity to become Krishna conscious. If you remember, when Bhishma Dev was lying on the deathbed, with every inch of his body pierced by the sharp arrows of Arjuna, Krishna brought all the Pandavas. Here only one student came. But there, 5 students. And audience, my God, so many audience. Here at least, whatever I could hear, whatever I could read, Mother Uttara was sitting next to Parikshit Maharaj and hearing, and Jaimini Rishi also heard. Right? But when Bhishma Dev was giving his lecture, his discourse to the Pandavas, so many Brahmarshis and Rajarshis and Devarshis were there everywhere. They were hearing Bhishma Dev's discourse. And Bhishma Dev was speaking on Raja Dharma, Stri Dharma, Dana Dharma, Bhagavata Dharma, so many dharmas, and all the Pandavas are hearing, they are the primary hearers, and along with Pandavas, Krishna was hearing. How many of you can give a class when Krishna is sitting in the class? Krishna was hearing, and Vyasadeva was hearing, Sukadeva Goswami was hearing, Jamadagni was hearing, Parshuram, his own guru, Bhishma Dev's guru, Parshuram was sitting and hearing, not standing and hearing. So many audience, and along with all their disciples, they have come there. But Bhishma Dev, with full clarity of thought, he spoke. That's why in the 18th chapter of the first canto, there's a beautiful shloka. Na uttama shloka vartanam jushatam tat kathamritam syat sambhramonta kalepi smaratam tat padambujam. Na uttama shloka vartanam means those who have spent their whole life hearing Harikatha, those who have spent their whole life dedicating that life to the topics of Krishna Katha, they will not run into any misconceptions or bewilderments or confusions at the time of death. Even at the time of death, with clear consciousness, with full clarity of thought, they will be able to remember Krishna. They will be able to meditate on the lotus feet of Krishna and speak Harikatha also. They will not be deranged. Generally, when a person is about to die, the meditation goes on the unfulfilled desires. Or most people are sick, they are unable to think properly, they are overwhelmed with physical pain and mental pain and anxiety, unfulfilled desires. But here is Bhishma Dev and Parikshit Maharaj, just before their death, they are speaking such profuse, fully rasik discussion about the Nama Rupa Guna Lila of Krishna. Prabhupada also was lying on the deathbed even in the last few days. He was just translating. He was giving commentaries on Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto. Right? So the pain of death is not actually pain for a devotee. Even till the last breath, let me serve Krishna. Let me dedicate my life to the topics of Krishna. That's the mode of a devotee. So in this context, Parikshit Maharaj is speaking Harikatha to Mother Uttara. Definitely, Parikshit Maharaj had so much of love and affection and gratitude to Mother Uttara. It is because of Uttara Mata's prayers that Parikshit Maharaj got the darshan of Krishna even before his birth. Even before his birth, even before he came out of mother's womb, he could take darshan of Krishna because of Uttara Mata's prayer. How can he ignore her? Mother, don't disturb me. Let me meditate now. He never said that. He said, I will speak. I will speak the essence of Bhagavatam to you. I will change the nectar of Bhagavatam and bring out Brihat Bhagavatamrita and then present in front of you for your pleasure. And she's more eager to hear the Krishna Katha and the realizations of her son. She was not so overwhelmed by the pain of her son's imminent departure as much as she's enthusiastic to hear Krishna Katha from him. This is the pleasure, this is the glory of a devotee mother. A Vaishnavi mother takes more pleasure in the Vaishnava qualities of her child, in the pleasure of seeing her son becoming a great devotee of Krishna, ascending to the spiritual world. Our mother Uttara's pain of separation from her son was very less at this moment. She was happy. My son is going to the spiritual world. Let me hear his realizations for my learning. She's in the mood of a devotee more than a mother. She's a mother, definitely, but she's a Vaishnavi more than a mother. I want to hear. She is seeing her son as a Vaishnava more than a son. You see, that's the spiritual consciousness of Mother Uttara. Now Parikshit Maharaj begins to narrate. Now the actual story begins now. So many backgrounds, so many preludes. Now Narada Muni, Parikshit Maharaj is narrating. Now the rest of the next 5 days of our discussion is being narrated by Parikshit Maharaj to Uttara. Fine. We may not come back to this picture again and again. Now he is going to describe one quest of Narada Muni. One day Narada Muni went to Prayaga. There he saw some Brahmanas, some sages sitting together and discussing some spiritual subject matters. And they were praising each other. One sage was saying to another sage, "Oh sage, you are such a great devotee. You have so much love and affection for Krishna. Krishna loves you so much. Looks like you are the best recipient of Krishna's mercy." Like that, they are praising each other. But the devotee says, who is being praised, he feels that, no, I am not the best recipient of Krishna's mercy. Why are you praising me unnecessarily? This devotee is better than me. This devotee is the best recipient of Krishna's mercy. He has so much love for Krishna. He has done so much service to Krishna. He has so much knowledge about Krishna's Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela. So like that, they are diverting the praise that they have received to another devotee. They are not comfortable receiving that praise for oneself. They are diverting that appreciation to some other devotee. So, like this whole conversation is going on. As they were conversing, as these Brahmanas were conversing, another Brahmana came there. He happens to be the leader of that community there, leader of all the Vaishnavas there. So this Brahmana came there. He just calmly took out his Shaligram Shila and made an altar there, arranged the puja paraphernalia there, and started worshipping the Shaligram Shila like this. He's doing Abhishek of Shaligram. He offered Deep and Dhoop and all the other worship paraphernalia. And he also offered Bhoga to Shaligram Shila. He offered that Prasad, Mahaprasad, to all the Vaishnavas and Brahmanas present there. He offered obeisances to all of them. And after such an elaborate worship, he even kept the Shaligram Shila to rest. Then after feeding all the Vaishnavas, then he took some prasad. And Narada Muni was observing this whole thing standing at a distance. Narada Muni, with great eagerness and enthusiasm, came to this Brahmana, Prayaga Brahmana, who is like the leader of that spiritual community there. So Narada Muni came to that Prayaga Brahmana and said, "Oh Brahmana, you seem to be the best of all Vaishnavas. You have so much love for Krishna. I have just seen you worshipping Shaligram Shila with great absorption. And you also danced and chanted in great ecstasy in front of everyone. I can see the genuinity of your emotion. You are so glorious. You must be the best recipient of Krishna's mercy." So Narada Muni glorified this Brahmana. But this Brahmana said, "Narada Muni, what are you saying? How can I be the best recipient of Krishna's mercy? You are glorifying my worship. What worship can I do? I have limited resources. I have limited capacity to worship. If you really want to see the most elaborate and opulent worship of the Supreme Lord, go to South India. There is a wonderful Vaishnava king there. And this Vaishnava king has so many temples all over his kingdom. And he organizes elaborate worship of Lord Vishnu's deities all over the kingdom. And he specifically has one temple which is very close to his residence. And in that temple, the worship is really exceptional. So you should go and take his darshan. You should witness that worship, elaborate worship. How much money do I have? How much wealth do I have? How much devotion do I have? You are praising me for distributing so much prasad to so many people. What do I have to distribute to anyone? This Vaishnava king in the South India, he has so much wealth that he distributes profuse quantities of Mahaprasad to everyone. You better go and take darshan of that Vaishnava. I am not the best recipient of Krishna's mercy. Narada Muni, it looks like you are mistaken. I am definitely not. You better go and meet that Southern king, South Indian Vaishnava. Then he also describes the kind of bhakti done by that Vaishnava king. From the 56th shloka, he says, Tasyagre vividhairnama gatha sankirtanai swayam nrityan divyani gitani gayan vadyani vadayan. He says, Tasyagre vividhairnama. In front of the deities of Lord Vishnu, this Vaishnava king, he chants the holy names of the Lord. He sincerely chants the names of the Lord, and also Gatha Sankirtanai Swayam. He organizes this congregational chanting and he himself personally participates in that congregational chanting. Then Nrityan Divyani Gitani. He dances and he organizes the dancing of dancing by so many Vaishnavas. Divyani Gitani. He chants transcendental praises. Gayan Vadyani Vadayan. And that singing and dancing is accompanied by the playing of very sweet sounding musical instruments. Then Bhratar, Bharya, Sutair, Putrair, along with his brothers, along with his children, along with his wife, along with his Amatya, his ministers, along with all his associates, he does this worship. A nice Vaishnava is not only one who is absorbed himself in Vishnu worship, he also inspires 10 other people, 100 other people. He converted all his royal entourage into Vaishnavas, and he also induced all his citizens in the kingdom also become pure Vaishnavas. By the influence of his rule, all the Vaishnavas are also absorbed in worship of Lord Vishnu. I am just a simple Brahmana doing my personal worship, and I may give some charity and distribute some Mahaprasad to few people around me. But but this Vaishnava king has a greater influence. He influenced hundreds and thousands of Vaishnavas. So you better go to him. And one more important point. 58th shloka, if you can show in the folio, if possible. Te te tasya gunavrata Krishna bhakti anuvartinah sankhyatum kati kathyante gnayante kati vamaya te te tasya gunavratah. And this Vaishnava king has so many good qualities. Here, the essence of this shloka is bhakti brings good character. When we have bhakti, when we participate in the worship of Krishna, or when we follow these 9 limbs of bhakti, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Padasevanam, all this, that will eventually mold our character, transform our character. All good qualities like gratitude, compassion, truthfulness, tolerance, equanimity, satisfaction, all these Vaishnava qualities are developed by sincere practice of bhakti. Yasyasti bhaktir bhagavatya kinchana sarvair gunaistattra samasate suraha harama bhaktasya kuto mahadguna manorathena satidhavato bhi. Yasyasti bhaktir bhagavati akinchana. When somebody does akinchana bhakti, then naturally that leads to great Vaishnava qualities. Even the most exalted qualities found in the personalities of Devatas also are present in the personality of a Vaishnava. They pray to manifest in the personality of a Vaishnava. That's the glory of a Vaishnava. So bhakti brings good character, all Vaishnava qualities. So this Vaishnava is not only a worshipper of Vishnu, he is also an abode of all good qualities, all Vaishnava qualities. So this is the glorification done by Prayaga Brahmana in front of Narada Muni about that South Indian Vaishnava king. Names are not mentioned. Okay. Now immediately Narada Muni runs to that South India to meet that Vaishnava king. Before even he met that Vaishnava king, he witnesses beautiful temple worship done by so many citizens of that kingdom. And he saw that as the Prayaga Brahmana has described, he saw Vishnu worship going on everywhere in the kingdom. All the citizens are also abodes of good qualities. And Narada Muni was so impressed and inspired to see such elaborate worship of Lord Vishnu everywhere. And eventually he met the king and said, "O king, I have heard a lot about you. Now I have seen you personally, and I must say you are the best recipient of Krishna's mercy because you have good character, because you are able to participate in the worship of the Lord, you are able to organize worship, you are able to inspire everyone to worship the Lord, you are the best recipient of Krishna's mercy. When we receive Krishna's mercy, we will personally practice bhakti nicely, we will also develop good character, and we will also inspire 10 other people also to perform Vishnu worship. So you are a best recipient of Krishna's mercy. So Narada Muni praises this Vaishnava king. He says, Tvam Sri Krishna Kripa Patram, you are Kripa Patra. You are the best recipient of Krishna's mercy. Because I can see that from your Rajya Vaibhavam, Yasyedrig Rajya Vaibhavam, seeing the opulence of your kingdom, opulence is not just the opulence of the kingdom, I mean in terms of money, wealth, grandeur, it's the grandness of the worship of the Lord happening in that kingdom. So I'm very, very impressed with this. So you must be the real recipient of Krishna's mercy. Then the king says, me, I am a mere human being. I am a simple human being. What great worship can I do? You are saying that I have influenced so many people to worship the Lord. I am a small king in this tiny kingdom. And this tiny kingdom has a few Vaishnavas. Of course, he's saying it out of humility. Not only the citizens of this kingdom are Vaishnavas, many pilgrims also used to come to that place. And seeing such grand worship of Vishnu going on in that place, these pilgrims will make this kingdom as their headquarters. They become migrants. They migrate. They relocate to this place and they'll stay here only. Wherever nice worship of Krishna is going on, that's a place worth staying. And even the travelers also prefer to stay there. Bhagavatam says, Nayatra Vaikuntha Katha Sudhapaga Nasadhavo Bhagavatastadashraya Nayatra Yagnesha Makha Mahotsava Suresha Loko Pinavaisa Sevyata. Nayatra Vaikuntha Katha Sudhapaga, the place where the nectarian river of Krishna Katha is not flowing, that place is not worth staying. What does it mean? A place which is worth staying is the place where Krishna Katha happens, where the river of Krishna Katha flows. Nayatra Vaikuntha Katha Sudhapaga Nasadhavo Bhagavatastadashraya. Wherever there are sadhus who are taking shelter of that river of Krishna Katha, that place is worth staying. So, for a place to be fit for someone's residence, there should be Krishna Katha there should be Vaishnavas there. One more thing, third thing, that is, Nayatra Yagnesha Makha Mahotsava, the place where festivals happen. There should be great Sankirtan festivals. There should be great celebrations of like Janmashtami, Radhashtami, that kind of places. That kind of festivals must happen. So what are the three qualities of a place that's worth residing in? One, there should be Krishna Katha. Second, Vaishnava Sangha. Third, festivals. So all three are there in this Vaishnava kingdom. Narada Muni said, yours is the best place. But the king says, I am a small king, ruling one little territory with few citizens, maybe few pilgrims and visitors. But ultimately, I am a mere human being with a limited lifetime. If you go to Devatas, if you go to the higher planets, the Swargaloka, there the residents are Amara. Amara means immortal. By the way, don't take that word Amara very seriously. They are not literally immortal. Immortal means deathlessness. They are not literally deathless. They have strong life for one manvantara duration only. Even if they drink Amrit, they are strong only for one manvantara period, which is 1/14th of a day of Brahma. It's not that they are eternal. Their posts keep changing. But anyways, in comparison to a typical, an average human being, Devatas are in a higher plane. At least this Vaishnava king said that, I don't have great capacity to worship the Lord. You should go to Swargaloka, you will find the Devatas, they are exceptionally worshipping the Lord. The opulence of their worship, the grandeur of their worship, the majesty of their worship is millions of times better than the opulence of my worship. So you better go there. And their food is the immortal nectar. And they worship the Lord with parijata flowers. They have kalpavruksha in their kingdom. In the heavenly kingdom, they have parijata flowers which are fresh for a long time. But our flowers are not so fresh. So he's basically making a comparison between Swargaloka and Bhuloka, and just Swargaloka worship of the Lord is best. And he also says, amongst all the devatas who worship the Lord in the Swargalok, the king of the devatas, Indra, is the best. So Indra is the best recipient of Krishna's mercy. You want to hear more glories of Indra? Many times we hear different pastimes of Indra, where Indra did some mistakes, he's chastised, he's cursed, he's embarrassed, he's humiliated, he's given feedback and correction. So many things we have seen within Bhagavatam also. But in Brihat Bhagavatamrita we see only glorification of Indra also. He says, Indra is the best of all devotees. He's the best recipient of Krishna's mercy. So you go to Indra. You should go to Indra, and you can personally witness that Indra is worshipping the Lord in Swargaloka. And who is that Lord specifically? Upendra. Upendra is Vamanadev. When Indra lost his kingdom, his mother, Aditi, offered prayers to Lord Vishnu. And she also performed this Payovrata. Payovrata, just drinking only milk and subsisting for about 12 days, something like that. And Lord Vishnu agreed to become her son. And he became Vamanadev. And as a small dwarf Brahmana boy, this Vamanadev went to Bali Maharaj and begged for 3 steps of land and cheated Bali Maharaj royally. And he occupied the entire universe, all the 3 worlds within 2 steps. And with the 3rd step, he subdued Bali Maharaj down to Sutala Loka, and he gave that kingdom to Indra. See, Lord Vishnu showed so much favor on Indra. And Indra is the best recipient of the Lord's mercy, that Vishnu became younger brother of Indra. The older son of Mother Aditi is Indra, the younger son is Vamanadev, who is also called Upendra. So that Vamanadev now, he resides in Swargaloka. He stays along with Indra. And Indra gets to see him every day. Indra gets to worship him every day. Who can be better devotee than Indra? I am only worshipping the deities of Vishnu in my kingdom. But Indra is personally worshipping Upendra in the heavenly kingdom, in Swargaloka. You better go and praise him. Go and take his darshan. He is the best recipient of the Lord. The Lord even respects Indra just like a younger brother respects the older brother. You please go. Then Narada Muni goes to Indraloka. He goes to the Swargalok. And there is a lot of description about heaven also. I'm just going little faster. So Narada Muni goes to Indra, and when he went, he saw Indra is very busy worshipping Lord Vamanadev, worshipping Upendra. And after the worship is over, then as long as the worship is happening, Narada Muni did not speak a single word. He stood at a distance and he silently was watching. Because Narada Muni's agenda is to find the best devotee of Krishna. And as of now, in his current quest, he found that Indra is the best devotee. He is supposed to go and praise Indra, but praising a devotee of the Lord, praising Indra in front of the Lord is not appropriate. Therefore, Narada Muni waited till the worship is complete, that the Lord leave, then I will have a private discussion with Indra. That was his mood. So Indra completed his worship, and Narada Muni approached Indra and said, Indra, you are the best recipient of Krishna's mercy. You are the best devotee of the Lord. The Lord is personally staying in your kingdom. He is receiving worship from you directly. Not in the deity form, but directly in person. You are able to worship him, and he is receiving all that worship from you. You must be really great devotee. The Lord took birth as your younger brother. So Narada Muni praised Indra in so many ways. Then Indra started refuting Narada Muni's praise. Narada Muni, are you sure? You are saying that I am the best devotee of Krishna? I am the best recipient of Krishna's mercy. Aren't you aware? Are you joking with me or what? Are you not aware how many times the demons defeated the devatas? How many times I lost my kingdom? How many times I have been cursed? How many times I ran away from this heavenly kingdom? How many times the Lord has to put so much endeavor to reinstate me back in my position as Indra? We are constantly in fear. A pure Vaishnava is not not fearful. Abhayam is one of the foremost qualities of a Vaishnava, and we are always fearful which demon will come and attack. And whenever there is some sage doing some tapasya, Indra becomes insecure. He sends some apsarasa to distract him from tapasya. Right? So I am always insecure, I am always fearful, I am often doing mistakes, I am often being defeated by asuras, I am losing my kingdom, I am wandering on the road so many times. And in connection to the Supreme Lord, I have committed so many mistakes, so many offenses. Once I became very angry at the Vrajavasis because they cancelled my worship and they started worshipping some mountain, Giriraj, Govardhan mountain. I became so upset, I became offended. I created a devastating rainfall in Vrindavan to destroy Krishna, to destroy all the devotees of Krishna, to destroy the favorite abode of Krishna. And you are saying that I am the best devotee of Krishna. No devotee, no demon has created as much havoc in Vrindavan as Indra. Demons could create less disturbance to Vrindavan, but a devotee like Indra created more disturbance in Vrindavan. Important lesson for us. When we are not in proper consciousness as devotees, we may create more disturbance in a Vaishnava community than an outsider. Outsiders can disturb us to some degree, but when we are not in proper consciousness, when our heart is filled with envy, pride, desire for power, desire to subdue others, desire to dominate others, so this mentality of a struggling sadhaka can disturb a Vaishnava community more than an outsider, more than a materialistic person. Right? So Indra realized this. Many times we see Indra proud and arrogant, etc., in other pastimes, but here Indra is very humbled. Right? He's very humble, he's admitting his mistakes very much. He's very embarrassed. And one more thing, I'm not seeing the book because I may get distracted by, there are so many details, I want to keep it concise. So let me tell one thing about Indra's humility. Narad Muni prays that, Indra, Lord Krishna loves you a lot. Therefore, he appeared as your younger brother and he went and cheated Bali Maharaj and he has taken away all the kingdom from Bali Maharaj and gave it to you. That means he loves you the most. Indra felt, Narada Muni, don't embarrass me more. That incident embarrasses me a lot, and when you praise me, seeing that, quoting that incident, that embarrasses me even more. Now you see, I lost that heavenly kingdom. Bali Maharaj occupied the heavenly kingdom. And how did he occupy? Not that he fought with me and defeated me and occupied the kingdom. Without a fight, Bali Maharaj just came with his soldiers to the heavenly kingdom, and just by seeing that grandeur and enthusiasm and power and confidence and courage of Bali Maharaj, Indra got scared. He went and spoke to his Guru Brihaspati and said, Brihaspati, Bali Maharaj is coming now. He's very enthusiastic, very confident. Where did he get that confidence? Recently we defeated him. He fell lifeless. Then Brihaspati told Indra, my dear Indra, please understand, that is not his confidence. That is not his power. That is the power of the blessings that he received from the Brahmanas, the descendants of the Bhrigu dynasty. Those blessings of the Brahmanas made him so powerful that even you cannot stand in front of him. Except Lord Vishnu, no one can stand in front of him. The only solution that you have is run away from Swargalok. Don't even dare to fight him. You cannot fight with him. You will die. Better escape from here. So Indra was in such a humiliating and embarrassing situation. As a warrior, he's supposed to fight, but without fight, seeing the enemy, he ran away. And the enemy occupied his kingdom. But later, his mother offered a prayer to Vishnu, please get some kingdom back to my son. The Indra is like this, oh, my mother is praying for me. I am unable to get my kingdom back with my strength or with my devotion. It is my mother's devotion. It's my father's devotion that invoked the compassion of Lord Vishnu, and he became their son in response to their devotion, and he's showing some favor on me. Already it's an indirect mercy, not a direct mercy. On top of it's like recommendation. It's like you are passing your exam with a recommendation. You are getting a job with a recommendation. Right? You are not qualified for it, but you are getting some job or salary or promotion just by recommendation, no qualification. And further embarrassment is the Lord appeared as my parents' younger son. And now, at least in a dignified way, in a royal and regal way, he should have taken some army and fought with Bali Maharaj and defeated him in the fight. And then, if he has reinstated me as the king, it would have been more honorable for me. But the Lord did not fight with Bali. He begged Bali. That too, not in a straightforward manner. He went in the form of a dwarf Brahmana. That too, he spoke lies, apparently. He said, I want 3 steps of land. And Bali Maharaj said, take more. He said, no, enough. As Giriraj, he would say, Anior. But as Vamardev, he gives a seminar on principles of satisfaction. Right? I don't want more. I just want to be satisfied with these 3 steps of land. And he gave a long seminar on principles of satisfaction. And within 2 steps, he occupied the entire universe. And he said, where is the 3rd step? Now, let me give a simple scenario. Say, you like pizza, right? You want pizza. You went to your friend and asked, I want pizza. If your friend goes to Govinda's restaurant, orders a pizza, hot pizza, and with so much love and affection, he brings that pizza and then feeds you with some ketchup on it, right? In the best possible plate with the best possible fork and spoons and in the best possible ambience, that would be more dignified, right? But you know what Lord Vamandev did? He found a child eating pizza, right in a corner. So he went there. This fellow wants pizza. My friend wants pizza. Let me just go and grab that pizza from his mouth, from the child's hand, by alluring him. Okay, my dear child, you want a garland? Take this garland. And the child's attention is diverted to the garland, and he gives the garland and he takes away that pizza from the child and says, Indra, take this. That's not a very respectable, honorable way of showing favor, right? You are cheating someone and taking it away. You're not spending sufficient time there. You're not prioritizing your friend's need. Your friend wants something from you. You're not giving so much of importance to it. Your whole focus is on something else. And as a byproduct, you're just working in a. And where are you? I'll go to Sutaloka along with Bali Maharaj and stay there only. Although Upendra is staying in Svargaloka along with Indra and receiving personal worship from Indra, and because of that he is getting so much praise, Upendra doesn't stay there for a long time. Indra says that also. Namesake, he is here. Sometimes he goes somewhere else. In fact, he is here only in response to my parents' devotion, not my devotion. Secondly, sometimes when I offer him worship, he would say, oh, when I'm not around, you can worship Brahma also. You can worship Shiva also. They are non-different from me. So Lord Vishnu tells Indra, you go and worship Brahma and Shiva. He is not available to accept my worship also personally. So Indra feels very embarrassed that why Vishnu is so neglectful towards me. Why he is not giving me so much attention. His affection on me is only in response to my parents' devotion, not my devotion. And whatever I want, the kingdom I wanted, and he is not earning that kingdom by fighting in a dignified way and then giving me. He is cheating Bali Maharaj and taking that and then giving me. As a doorkeeper of Bali Maharaj, the Lord stays permanently in Sutala Loka, but as Upendra, he doesn't stay permanently in Svargaloka. Bali Maharaj gets more mercy than me. I get Svargaloka and he gets the Lord himself. So this is not real mercy. You are praising me that the Lord appeared as an incarnation to favor me as Vamanadev, but Vamanadev's favor is towards Bali Maharaj more than Indra. That whole world knows. And Narman, you are praising me for that? This is not praise. You are just embarrassing me more. So, these are some responses given by Indra when he was praised. And he deceitfully delegates things. Sometimes he comes back. Upendra comes back to Indra and he receives some worship and he says, I think for the next Arati I will not be available. I cannot receive your next Arati. You perform Arati to Brahma. You perform Arati to Shiva. He just outsources even receiving worship also. Forget reciprocating with that worship. Even for receiving worship also is not ready many times. Then Indra says, you are praising me so much as best recipient of Krishna's mercy. Your father Brahma is the best recipient of Krishna's mercy, O Narada Muni. Narada Muni, Brahma is personally the son of Lord Vishnu. And you are praising me that Vamanadev or Upendra stays in Svargaloka and receives my worship. Please understand, in Brahmaloka, the Supreme Lord Vishnu stays as Lord Mahapurusha with his 1,000 heads. And he personally receives the worship of Brahma. And do you know what is my lifespan? 1/14 of a day of Brahma. In one day of Brahma, there are 1,000 yuga cycles. One yuga cycle is Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, Kali Yuga. 4 yugas put together is one yuga cycle. And like that, there are 1,000 yuga cycles, 1,000 Chatur yugas in one day of Brahma. And he lives like that for 100 years. 30 days, this is 1 month. 360 days, this is 1 year. And like that, he lives for 100 years. And for 100 years, he gets the opportunity to worship Lord Mahapurusha in the Brahmaloka. The 1,000-headed incarnation of the Lord, Mahapurusha, he personally resides in Brahmaloka and he receives all worship. And all incarnations come from him. So, Brahma is definitely great. Now, I am just so insignificant. Like 1/14 of a day of Brahma, I am here just worshipping Vamanadev, that too intermittent worship, and I committed so many offenses to the Lord. I offended him in Govardhan Leela, and one day Krishna came to Svargaloka asking for Parijata tree, but I fought with him. I offended him again. I commit the same offenses repeatedly also. I am very consistent in committing offenses. And I cannot be the best recipient. Brahma is the best recipient. Of all the Devatas, Brahma is the supreme, he is the first created being in the universe, and he is the best devotee of Krishna. You better go to your father, not me. So he is very honest in saying that I am not a great recipient of Krishna's mercy. Right? Then Narada Muni goes to Brahmaloka. But for us to go to Brahmaloka, we need to wait for 24 hours. Tomorrow we'll go to Brahmaloka. It's almost 9 o'clock. But in the last 2 minutes that we have, I'll not continue. We completed 1.5 chapters in a super fast mode. In the last few minutes, let me just mention that whether it is Indra or the Vaishnava king in the South India or the Brahmana in Prayaga Kshetra, all of them are saying that we are not the best recipients of Krishna's mercy. Now, when we see the hierarchy of Vaishnavas, different Vaishnavas are at different levels of their love for Krishna, different levels of their affection and their devotion to Krishna. We understand some are better and some are still work in progress. We understand that. But wherever one is, one quality of a Vaishnava is consistent. They don't have a sense of entitlement. They don't feel that I deserve this mercy. They don't feel that it's my right to receive this mercy. they are always in the mood of humble beggars. An ideal Vaishnav, or whether it's practice stage or perfect stage, they only feel that I am just a beggar of mercy and I need to yearn for it, plead for it, and pray for it. And when Krishna sanctions it, I will receive it. And even after receiving that special mercy of Krishna in reciprocation with Krishna's sanction, or because of Krishna's sanction, still I don't consider myself the best of all. I still have a long way to go. So that kind of honesty one has. There is no sense of entitlement. There is only gratitude. I am grateful for whatever I have received, and I will eagerly wait for more mercy. But however much mercy I receive, I never consider myself the best. There are many other Vaishnavas who are most exalted, who are more intimate to the Lord, who have done better service than me, and I am just a simple person doing my own humble, feeble attempt to worship the Lord, to serve the Lord. And that mood qualifies one to receive more mercy. Trinadapi su nichena tarorapi sahishnuna amanina manadena kirtaniya sada harihi. In such a humble state of mind, we'll be able to chant the holy names of the Lord. When we think we are the best, even if we are the best, if we think we are the best, we are not the best. The best is someone who never thinks he is the best or she is the best, right? That's what makes them best. If you think, oh, I'm not thinking I'm the best, therefore I'm the best, then you are not the best. And one more thing is, it's not like this is best devotee. Wherever a devotee is in one's particular relationship with Krishna, a devotee derives complete fulfillment in that relation. Not that this devotee wants to become another. For sadhaka, there is a progress. But for those who are already in a certain relationship with Krishna, in a particular rasa, they don't aspire for an upgradation. They are happy. Eternally, they are happy in serving this particular rasa, particular mood. So that we will see eventually in Brihat Bhagavatamrita. So with this, I'll conclude this first session, where Narada Muni met 3 devotees. And in the next session, we will see Brahma's realizations and Brahma's humility, and Brahma's honesty and Brahma's devotion. And then another beautiful episode is Narada Muni's meeting with Lord Shiva. We learn a lot from Shiva's mood. So thank you very much. Shri Brihat Bhagavatamrita ki jai, Srila Sanatana Goswami ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.